Welcome back to croch80hd. I'm your host, Jackie. If this is your first time visiting, you're a one-hit wonder, I'm glad that you're here. If you are a repeat offender, a member of the GlamFam, welcome back. Can you feel it? Today's video is an unboxing, and I 100% completely and totally blame the ladies at the Knits and Pieces podcast. They are hosting a Holst along, which is a make along using Holst Yarn. And I had been hearing about Holst Yarn for a little while. And honestly, at first I thought they were a Canadian company, just because most of the people that I feel like I've heard mention them are Canadian, with the exception of Hannah at the Cozy Crochet Cottage. And I know what you're thinking, first of all. Yes, I am on a yarn diet. Yes, my yarn diet started October 1st. I ordered this September 29th. It did take this long. Today is the 11th of October. It did take this long to get here because it came from Denmark. Now, I'm not really sure what they do differently than Hobie, because Hobie is also in Denmark and it gets here in like, I don't know, 4 days or something, but I digress. I am so excited to try this, to open this, because I have, again, no clue as to what it feels like. Just so, without further ado, let's dig in. Cutting gently so as not to cut the valuable part in true crystal fashion. Packing slip isn't going to do me any good. All right, so let's just pick something. Please hold. Okay, this is called a Coast Selection. It is like a sampler pack, and it is made with 55% cotton and 45%, I don't know this word, I want to say it's wool. And each of these I have no clue. I will look up the information and I can maybe put it down on the screen here. This is, if it's not lace weight, it is a very light fingering weight. Can you see that? It definitely feels cottony. And there's a little bit of a halo. Again, this is their Coast. Maybe editing Jackie can go back and, fill in some information, because honestly, I'm a little bit stumped as to what I'm looking at. The shades are blue, gray, and green. And it came with all of these. And it almost looks like this is, just smaller, a smaller size of some of these. But again, hopefully editing Jackie's got her stuff together. The other Coast selection is brown, red, and purple. And I think that's this. And again, you can see that there's like the smaller workups. I don't know what you call this. There's not really, well, I guess skein, but this and then this. I really like the colors. This could be more on that idea that I just had later on. But yeah, right now I'm just curious as to what ordering Jackie was thinking. But it's nice. Again, I'm trying, this is new, completely, totally new to me. So going with samplers, I think, makes a lot of sense. Just figuring out how to make them all work together, that's part of the joy. But I feel like I know what I want to do. And this is another selection. This is actually their super soft, which is 100% wool. Now this is me trying to translate what makes the most sense as to what that is. So I think that's 100% wool. So I'm going to open this one since it's a different fiber content. Oh yeah, 100% wool. Now let's see. Yep, ooh. Okay. I do like the color combination. Okay, a color bag of the Holst yarn called Duck Egg. Okay, here's Smart Jackie. 55% wool and 45% cotton. Duck Egg. That's a really pretty color. Okay, it's looking a little bluer on screen than it is in real life. The whole package is a minimum of 200 grams. And it says 350 meters per 50 grams, if I'm reading that right. So that would be like almost 400. Okay, 400 yards. So 400 times 4. Does that mean that like this is 1600 yards? Oh, please tell me. I'm waiting, listening. Maybe that's right, 1600 yards. And if that's the case, maybe it is closer to a lace weight. Please hold. The super soft 100% wool collection or selection is a minimum of 200 grams for the whole package. 287 meters per 50 grams. So again, 50 grams, if this is 200 grams, that means it's 4 times 287. Okay, so 1148 meters, and then you convert it to grams.
3 hours later.
1255 yards. This one, 55%, I don't know, and 45% cotton. Maybe it's linen. I don't know. They speak Danish, and I think Danish is related to German some kind of way, which is how I've been able to kind of muddle through some of these words. This is going to be fun. Editing Jackie's going to have a blast with me. Okay, well, this is 350 meters per 50 grams. Again, minimum 200 grams in here. So this is some serious yardage. Moving right along, these were the individual packages or individual cakes that I ordered. And I still get to play the, what's it called? All right. Now, okay. Again, the Knits and Pieces lady. This is all them. And I mean that in the most loving way possible. They are definitely knit centric. But I enjoy spending my Tuesday evenings with them. And one of the colors they kept talking about over and over again was Slow. And this color, so it's like eggplant, right? Or aubergine for those that don't use the word eggplant. But it's, I want to say marled, but that doesn't quite feel right. But so you can see the purple. You can see different shades of purple. And then it seems like there's like a dark gray also that runs through it. And yeah, it's 50 grams, 287 meters, 314 yards. It is 100% wool. I feel like if I would have reached for this before I grabbed those, it would have made so much more sense, because it actually has, you know, the English. Whoop, is that going to show up? There we go. English, Danish, German. This color is gorgeous, and I am so glad I got it. Y'all, I feel like while I was ordering, Prince was whispering into my ear, because there's a lot of purple. I'm in all my feels right this second. Okay, this color is called Freesia. It's 55% lamb's wool, 45% cotton, 350 meters or 383 yards. Oh, I didn't mention this before. The needles is a 2.5 to 3 millimeter. And on the slow, it was, the needles were 3 to 3.5 millimeter. Look at this. What color is Freesia? Freeze your mind and the rest will follow. Is Wisteria. It has the same specs as the Freesia. And it's really, really soft. All right, our next color is Sea Lavender. Okay, this is Holst Tides. So it's a different combination. This is 70% wool, 30% silk. Just let you see the color. Let me get that just. There we go. It is 287 meters, 314 yards, and the needles are 3 to 3.5 millimeters. These colors are really, really pretty. Okay, this is another Tides, and the color is Confetti. Again, 70% wool, 30% silk, 314 yards. If you're curious, no, I did not have purple before. And the last bag, that was so fast, y'all. Super Soft Princess, 100% wool, 50 grams, 287 meters, 314 yards, 3 to 3.5 millimeter needles. And the color is Princess. Yeah, it's a little bit lighter than what it's showing. And again, similar to how, oh, okay. So similar to how the Holst, I said you can see the purples, but then there's an underlying color. It looks the same with this. It's like there's kind of a variegated, not quite variegated, but that's not the word I'm looking for. Like a marl, but like the undercolor is a very, very, very light gray. So I'm going to be very interested in seeing how these crochet. I think I'm going to make a swatch with like one of the Super Soft, you know, one of each of the varieties, just so that I'll come back later and pop in maybe a swatch. Super Soft, it's called Hyacinth. And okay, maybe if I can you see how it's purple, but then there's pink and then like other purpley kind of colors. And the screen is showing this like incredibly dark, but it is really, really light. I can't even think of something to compare it to. Look at that. Well, nope, still not quite. It's not quite. All right. Okay. Ooh. Okay, I think that's probably right. So, giving it. This one is extra woolly. And the last two? Are these the same? Yes. Okay. And I have two of these. Another Super Soft, 100% wool, and the color is Fountain. Oh, too blue. No, not quite right. Come on. Let's see if we can get it. No. Okay, I will say I do like the fact that the Super Soft has again, marl, but See, marl, I'm trying to describe it. It's marl, but it's not like a marbly marl. Does that make sense? You can just see so many colors inside of the, like from back here. See, even from here, that blue, it's a beautiful blue, but it's still not quite the blue that it is naturally. Okay, as we get closer, it's still blue, but to me that it did lighten up some. But if you can you see the bits and the bits? I really need better words. I'm buying myself a crochet word dictionary. That's probably not a thing. I'm going to invent and then buy myself a crochet word dictionary. So I can say things like, oh, if you look closely, you'll notice that the intricate blah, 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 and how it formulates to create the and not to overlook the izage, right? So, crochet word dictionary, here we come. The squish factor, let's see. It's hard to tell because of the ball band. The rub, let's see, the rub, it's so thin that I don't know that that's even going to be an issue. Or I don't think it's going to be an issue. What will I make? I know what you're saying. You're gonna make a shawl, Jackie. Why do you make it sound like it's gonna be some phantasmal thing other than shawls? Because sometimes I just like a flair for the dramatic, okay? Yeah, it'll most likely be a shawl. But y'all know that, right? Like coming in, especially you repeat offenders, y'all already know what's up. Yeah, a shawl would be good, but look how beautiful the shawls would be. I mean, it feels like, all right, I don't know if y'all follow Marquita Makes at Naughty Crush, but she ordered a what is it? It was a fall advent calendar, and it was her calendar box. It was 12 days, and it was designed specifically for her. And the only request she made really was that it was outside of the box and random colors, because she wants to make a oh goodness, she wants to make a cardigan. And it was fun because so every day she opened a box and showed it, and my goodness, those colors, most of the colors did go together, but every once in a while there was a lime green and a hot pink, and it was just hysterical to watch. And I like to comment on videos. The first day I was like, oh, this is beautiful, but when she popped out that lime green, literally my only response was just a sea of laughing emojis, because I had no words. It was so funny. And you didn't see her face in the video. It was all hands, but I could just see her face based on how her hands were manipulating the yarn. I feel kind of like that's what I have here, because again, completely new yarn. I only knew it by name and reputation, and these ladies have spoken highly of Holst Yarn. They just love it. I think this is the one I like the most, because all of these colors are completely and totally outside of anything I would naturally gravitate toward. And I know it's in the plastic, and I'm sorry. Whew. So Jackie's review of Holst Yarn, or Garn as it's called in Denmark. First off, again, having looked, sniffed, and squeezed because squoze isn't right. Look, feel, and sniff. Okay, the sniff is awesome. I mean, yeah. Looks amazing. Thus far, I love everything I got. I did not like how long it took to get to me. And y'all know my memory is, I got a goldfish memory, right? And so it's almost like as soon as I click the order button, I kept going back and looking at my order form at the yarn. I'm like, And then as soon as the email was gone, I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one. So happy, so happy, so happy. I will put a link across here and also down in the description bar for to get to their website. The reason I chose to order it from Denmark is because their prices were a little bit better, even including shipping. Plus they had there was a sale, and then these collection, this selection, whatever, it was a really good price. I'm not about spending a lot of money on some yarn. Have I spent a lot of money on some yarn before? Yes, but that was an anomaly. I absolutely am one for a bargain. If you like this video, please like this video. If you want to stick around, join the GlamFam by hitting that subscribe button, and don't forget to rock that notification bell. All right, until next time, I've been Jackie.